anyway with a great big cheer when I ask, do we have any fans of Harry Potter in here today? Excellent, that's what I like to hear. So as you can all see, I'm currently stood at the entrance hall to the castle, which means there's something very special just behind these doors. So speaking of special, is anyone here today celebrating a birthday or special occasion? Yeah, you're all coming down there, going to be my lovely birthday volunteer. Excellent, happy birthday. Can you walk into this door handle for me? Anyone else? Got a spare door handle here? No? Alright then, well I've got my lovely volunteer here. Let us be the first to welcome you on the very same words Harry heard when he first arrived at the castle. Welcome to Hogwarts. Can doors gentle push for me? Fantastic. Give a round of applause, everybody. And come on in. Yes, this is of course the one, the only, the Great Hall of Hogwarts. One of the first sets ever built for the Harry Potter series, and as you can probably tell, also one of the largest. Now, the lights are low, the tables are set, and the frames are flickering, which means everything in here is ready for filming. So please get those phones out, get those cameras out, and start taking as many pictures as you can. Since we are currently celebrating Dark Arts, we have recreated the Halloween feast from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You may remember it was that scene which Professor Quirrell came bursting in through the door shouting, "Troll in the dungeon!" before he fell over in front of the entire school. Now do note you'll keep coming all the way down into the Great Hall, everybody, because once we get the Great Hall doors closed, they do make for quite the fantastic backdrop for your photos. If we can squeeze in over 400 cast and crew members for the films in here, I'm pretty sure we can squeeze in all of you today. Now then, as you keep making your way here, don't forget to take a look on over to the table next to the fireplace. You'll see all these delicious, spooky, scary sweets and treats made up for you all here today. Now, some of the food you see here is real food that's been knackered over to keep it preserved, and some of it has been recreated by our amazing talented prop department led by Pierre Verhanna. So see if you can tell just by looking with your eyes which food is real and which food has been recreated. Also, don't forget to take a look up and notice our fabulous floating pumpkins above you. Now, during filming of the Philosopher's Stone, all of the pumpkins were created with visual effects or Muggle technology, so they relied on computer animation. But for the tour here today, our amazing talented art department led by Stuart Crane recreated all of the pumpkins that you would have seen in the film and decided to give them all spooky, scary faces. Also, if you take a look around the Great Hall, you'll notice you have costumes of all four Hogwarts houses dotted around the ring. So down onto my left here, we have the Hufflepuff house, and in the centre is the costume of Cedric Diggory. This in particular is the costume he wore during the third task of the Triwizard Tournament in the Goblet of Fire. And then in the far left-hand corner, we have the Slytherin house. In the centre is the costume of Draco Malfoy. If you look closely, you can see the Inquisitorial Squad pink Doctor's coat that's given to him by Dolores Umbridge in the Order of the Phoenix. Then, in the right-hand corner, we have the Ravenclaw house, and down on the end we have the costume of Moaning Myrtle, who may remember was the ghost that haunts the girls' toilet in the Chamber of Secrets. And finally, just over from the fireplace, we have the house of our heroes, the Gryffindor house. A particular favourite of everyone's here at the tour is this costume just on the end here. This is the original costume of Mr. Harry Potter himself, worn by Daniel Radcliffe over 20 years ago in the Philosopher's Stone, one of the very first costumes he ever wore for the movies, including his tiny little wizard hat and Gryffindor tie. And so then, just like Harry's fellow first years, we're going to make your way through the Great Hall doors, all the way down the Great Hall, and up to the staff table. We would have installed it for some of the finest British acting talent there is. And since we are celebrating Dark Arts, just for this feature, we've included the costumes of four very special guests who are just down onto my left here. So over here are the costumes of the four Hogwarts house ghosts. So down on the far left, we have the costume of the Hufflepuff house ghost, the Fat Friar. Then next to him, the costume of the Gryffindor house ghost, the Nearly Headless Nick. Next to him, the costume of the Slytherin house ghost, the Bloody Baron with the original bloodstains on his costume. And finally, just next to him, we have the costume of the Ravenclaw house ghost, the Grey Lady, also known as Helena Ravenclaw, daughter of Hogwarts founder Marina Ravenclaw. And now then, since you've all been such a fantastic audience, I'm going to let you in on your very first movie making secret of the day. It's a big secret, almost as big as this character just onto my left here. This is the costume of Rubius Hagrid, portrayed by the late great Robbie Coltrane. And the secret I'm going to share with you all is that Robbie never wore this costume. He was a tall man, standing at 6'2", but that's too small for a half-giant like Hagrid. So for some of his scenes, we hired a body double, a man called Martin Mayfield, who was an ex-British rugby player and stood at a staggering 6'10". And yet the team decided that still wasn't tall enough. So what they did was they put stilts in his boots, gave him this big padded costume to wear, and then finally they built an animatronic Hagrid head to put on top of him to bring Hagrid to life at a whopping 7'6". And this animatronic head you can see later on today in our very own creature shop. And now then everyone, I'm nearly done talking, but before I go, I just want to give you a few hints and tips to help you out with your tour today. If anyone here has a digital guide with them, with the headphones and the green lanyards, your tour starts with the archways just at the director's board. You're looking out for that big number 1 icon in the circle. So just type 1 into your device and you'll go around the tour, looking out for all the other numbers in the sets. Also, if anyone here today picked up an activity passport book with them today, these little dark green books, we have got 16 golden snitches and 7 stars for you all to find. I know that's a lot, so I'll give you all a little hand. The very first golden snitch is just right over there, it's often right above that archway. And stop number 1 can be located down at the Gryffindor common room, just 5 minutes into your tour. Just through the archways around the corner on the right hand side, we can also get an activity book for free at Gryffindor common room if you haven't already got one. And finally, do make sure to see if you can follow along to find the dark mark trail to solve the secret password to discover at the end of the tour. Well everyone, that's all it's from me now, so please feel free to carry on around the Great Hall, take your photos, or if you're ready, to simply make your way through the arts and begin your own self-guided tour as you get behind these most magical film series in the world. Thank you and hope you all have a magical day today.
Dar um pedacinho? Pode ser um pedacinho. E o que eu
Okay, everyone, if I can kindly ask you to make these your last photographs before exiting through the archways of the Great Hall. If you don't feel like you've had enough time though, you're more than welcome to come back in as soon as they reach the top of the Great Hall with the next group of visitors. So for myself and Nathan here in the Great Hall, have a wonderful tour today. Just make these your last photographs. Head on through the archways of the Great Hall. You are more than welcome to come back. Thank you.